One. All right, hey guys, whenever you're doing your oil pastel, make sure, like when you draw it out with a pencil first. What letter do we want to do? Let's just do an L. All right, and make sure you create a little bit of a different look than the regular block style. Okay, and this is just me and what I'd want to do. Now, remember with oil pastel, whatever Sharpie you want to put in there or detail with the Sharpie, you have to put it in first, guys. Because if you don't, you will definitely ruin an oil pastel. All right, I'm going to do this quick for you, just so you get some time in class to do yours. And who knows what it looks like until you're done. Now, do I want to put any Sharpie in there now? Where, yeah, let's fill in a little area, maybe like a vertical line spaced, and I'll fill it in with Sharpie. Now, my oil pastel will not go over top of this where I put this Sharpie. All right. You can't ruin you can't ruin the oil pastel if it goes over top of this, but it will not show up hardly at all if you get any oil pastel over top of that. All right, now when you're using oil pastels, like the ones we're going to use, make sure you put your lighter colors down first, okay? And this is where you just got to be creative. I'm going to put in a little pink right here, and I'm going to let pink flow through the design a little bit. See how I went over top of that a little bit? Who cares? All right, but the biggest thing you want to deal with is overlapping your colors with your blending tool, okay? Now, if I took a blending tool right now, I can pull some of that and make it into a value just by pulling some down in different directions. I actually get rid of all that little bit of white that's in between that I missed with the oil pastel. I can pull that over if I want, push a little harder, but I want to rub all that in. All right, now, let's pick you. Doesn't matter what color you use. Let's throw a little bit of color. And I won't put it right back over top. I could put it over there, but let's just put it beside it and watch what happens. I'll take this, my blender, and I'll just pull that color, and now that will create a whole nother color for me. Okay? And then what? I can pull that color down into the other color with my blender. And if I went over top, that's going to change. It'll darken it up a little bit. You see how it darkened it up a little bit? And you just keep going with color. How many colors do I want you to use? Use at least 3 to 4 colors on this. Okay, and then I'm going to go with like a brown. I'm just going to go around the outside edges. This is more of like a blood red, looks like. I'm just going to go around the edges of what my white is, and I'm going to value that out. I'm just going to value this blood red out. All right. And maybe make it a little bit thicker right there, and then jump back in. Look how that blends that out, guys. It'll create a lighter value, and you could just keep adding color to this. I can pull that red. See how I pulled that red up into there? Okay. Pull this. Look, I can pull it over. Round, small little circles. I can put a color inside of that. All right. And remember, this is just practice. This is to find out what media you really like to work with. All right. Pull that. Now, in the centers, without a doubt, I am going yellows. Pull some yellow in there. That'll create an orange color for me when I blend it. All right. And now, let's add a little more yellow right here. And let's put some yellow right there, too. All right. Circle that out. Now look at all those colors in that small little area. Now, I want to get rid of all my white. I don't want to see any white of the paper. Okay? And just by the angle of you pulling this oil pastel will create different design in your work. Ooh, I like it. I like it, people. Now, of course, you can't go back in over top of that. I think we need a little blood red right up here. Maybe down here. And then watch. This will blend right in there, guys. Look at that. It'll blend right in with it. Yeah, I needed a little bit of that color over here. All right, you got it? All right, get to work. Good job. Here we go. Yep, you can have them. There's Sharpie if you need it.